Before Kundalini, meditation was something that you did. It was following a certain practice. It was needing a certain outcome, right? It was focusing on a certain way of meditation. But now, anytime you try to do something, there's all this energy or these kriyas that are distracting you, that are in the way of your usual meditation. It feels very forceful. It's like you're trying to force yourself with this meditation to do something while actually your body is telling you, hey, look here. So a Kundalini awakening is a nervous system awakening. It's the nervous system cleansing out the whole system. And that's very, very beautiful. And it almost takes over your process. If you are having a Kundalini awakening versus a normal spiritual awakening, with a normal spiritual awakening, you also have a lot of conditioning come up. You can also have some energy come up. But it's not like the process sort of is guiding you or is doing you, which is the case with Kundalini awakening. If you just sit down and you relax enough, you allow this energy to move in you, then that is your main practice. That is what's happening. So that's what you want to give space for. So it's no longer so much about jhanas in Buddhism or samadhi in Hinduism. It's not so much about that anymore. It's not about reaching different states, because actually when you just sit down and relax and you want to get to this deeper relaxation, often it doesn't happen. And why does it not happen? Because there's all this energy that's pulsing in the body that wants to be seen, that wants to work through different blockages. And they're not at the level of deep, deep relaxation. They're sort of what's in the way of that deep, deep relaxation. Because I've noticed when Kundalini stabilizes, when Kundalini changes and it gets way more peaceful, it's automatic that you go through these deeper states of relaxation, of oneness, of unity with what is. So instead of you, as in the ego, being at the steering wheel, steering towards no ego or enlightenment, which is very hard because the ego wants to dissolve itself, but who's in control of the process, right? So it cannot really dissolve itself. With this, it's kind of like the nervous system takes control and says, okay, we go here. And you can say, well, I don't want to go there. It doesn't really work like that, right? So to add sort of all these layers of control of how you should meditate or how certain teachers teachings tell you to do things, that really doesn't work so much anymore. So you need to start trusting Kundalini and your intuition more than a certain style of meditation or a certain style of teaching. Because your process now is about allowing this transformation to happen. You're going into that cocoon and you're coming out as a butterfly, and it's an automatic process of you allowing this energy. But when you feel unstable, the grounding is really important to stabilize that energy. And I've written a free ebook about that. That's a short guide, 11 pages, that you can check out. It's free below. I'll put the link up. But next to that, next to being ungrounded, and this can definitely feel uncomfortable, and the energy can definitely feel intense, the thing is to allow it. Because it has an intelligence of its own. And it naturally goes through these cycles of release, of something coming up, it releasing again. Something coming up, it releasing again and again and again and again. That's so beautiful. But if you don't allow it, but you try to steer it, or you try to think, I'm not making progress because I should meditate like this or should meditate like that, then you're holding on, actually. So you can't really meditate the old way with Kundalini until Kundalini quiets down. It prioritizes for you now and says, okay, this is what you need to see here. So when it bumps focus its attention on one thing, you can just look at that and try to keep your attention relaxed, right? Try to keep the body relaxed while you're meditating. That's important because Kundalini, this energy, can definitely feel like a tension in the body. So when you're also tensing because it's so tense, you don't want to do that. I have that with lots of clients that we meditate together, and I notice them tensing up. So I say like a lot of times in the session, like, oh, relax the body, relax the arms, relax the legs, feet on the ground, take a breathe, etc. Because it's doing itself, right? So you allow it and you relax. And then this tension, you meet with this relaxation, you meet the tension, so the tension can also relax and fall away. And that's super beautiful to see also with people. So what you can also play around with is just letting attention move itself and think, where it wants to go. Maybe some thoughts, maybe you have some visions, maybe you have some emotions. This energy wants to get your attention. And when you feel like the energy gets too tense, we don't want to focus on the energy anymore, but you want to go wider. You want to either feel the whole body or maybe even feel the whole field and try to be with the whole field while this energy is playing out and doing its work. So let it release itself and let it work on you instead of you on it. If you want some personal guidance, you can always book a free one-on-one call with me, which is below. And I wish you so much luck on your beautiful Kundalini process. Let me know in the comments how it's going. And if you have any questions there, feel free to do that as well. Thank you so much and have a great day. Much love. Bye.